Testing.
Oh, I guess I'm on cue here. Did you start it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Today is Tuesday, August the 25th. It is the last Tuesday of August. We're moving on to September, right around the corner. Next Tuesday will be the 1st of September, believe it or not. I'm going to let you know what's going on for the week, and then I'm going to hand it over to Jeff. But I just want to tell you something real quick. So I do get requests for speakers for different subjects, and I do my best to find someone to address that request. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it's not a good fit, sometimes it's difficult because I don't necessarily want to hire someone where they are actually in here to solicit their company, so it's a fine line. So, having said that, I just want you to share, I want to share with you, have patience with me if I am looking for something to help you out with. This is my calendar for this year. My next Tuesday availability for even having a speaker would be December 29th. This is, right here, my calendar for 2027. I have January, the last Tuesday in January, available. So just so you know, I book out. It's not that I'm being negligent or forgetting your request. I do my best, but I honestly really try to book it in advance because people come in here and they're professionals usually, and they're busy too. So I be patient with me. I'm doing my best. Also, I make errors sometimes, and I'm so sorry, in the calendar with dates and things like that. For instance, there is the sing-along next month. I have the wrong date in there, and I'm so sorry, even the wrong time. So, yeah, tisk. So, no, but I really mean that sincerely because I just feel bad. Like when I make a screw up, I feel so bad. I do my best. So be aware that the sing-along next month is on the wrong date. What day is it, Deborah? It's the 17th, and it's I think I even have it in the 17th at 7:30. It's at 6:30. And I really want that group to continue because it's so much fun. There's been such turnout. And we went through years where we could not sing and gather together. So it's so meaningful that we can come and it's like just so much fun. So please be aware I made a big boo-boo on that in next month's sing-along. So, and I'll keep reminding you just because a lot of people don't get an opportunity to be here in the morning to get our notes and get they refer to the newsletter as they should be able to, but I made a boo-boo on that one. So be aware, different date next month. Okay, so this is what I have going on for the week. So we have Mike Henry here at 10 a.m. And it's Moments to Remember Part 3. In this program, Mike Henry plays clips from dozens of the top 10 hit records from the 1950s and 60s, divided into 3 segments. The biggest one is the biggest hit wonders. The second section is the greatest country crossovers, which is the hits from both country and the pop charts. And then the third is the fun folk music from those years. So that is what I have for with Mike up at 10 a.m. in Marion Hall. 1 p.m. we have our open art studio. And then also 6:30 we have Bible study. Wednesday, the 26th, we have the 3 recorded TED Talks. And this week we only have 2 because one of them is a little bit longer in duration. So the first one is how cryptocurrency creates risks for everyone. The second one is rethinking DEI for Europe, and that's the one that's a little longer of an interview for our TED Talks. Thursday, August the 27th, 9/11, we have a recorded Coffee Chats on 991. And 6:30 is our sing-along this Thursday. Woo-hoo. So that's our next one that's closest to us this week. So have fun and show up for that. Also, we have the excursion of the Minnesota State Fair they leave at 8:30 a.m. So Make sure if you've signed up for the State Fair excursion, buy your tickets early. You can get them for a discount at Cub Foods. I don't know if there's other, maybe online, might be another venue for picking up your tickets. So if you get them early, you get a discount and you don't have to wait in the line to buy a ticket. I think it's a quicker line perhaps, but at least you get a discount. So that's my one suggestion. Also, the second suggestion is be prompt. Be aware where you are and kind of keep an eye out of the time so that when it is time to start walking towards the van, you're not like, holy buckets, I have a 40-minute walk and I am 2 miles away or something like that. So just be aware of the time so that you get on the van and we don't have to leave you there. We don't want to leave you there. So that's my 2 things. And make sure that you bring money and you have good walking shoes as well, because this is all on you. So, but how fun, I'm very jealous. Though that Thursday, my daughter's going back to Tampa. So back to school. She's starting her sophomore year. Yep. Good old bio major, heading back, and so I'm gonna take the morning to help her pack and to the airport, etc. So that's my Thursday morning. So let's see, what do I have going on for Friday? Friday the 28th, we have 1 p.m. We have our recorded coffee chats. We have bridge and poker at 1 p.m. and we have a movie every Friday. This movie is a comedy. It's called Mrs. Coldicott's Cabbage War. After her husband dies, Mrs. Coldicott is put in a rundown care center by her greedy son. She leads a rebellion with other residents against the corrupt home manager. That's our comedy movie for this Friday, 7 p.m. in Marion Hall. Saturday the 29th, 8 a.m. we have men's breakfast. We have our weaving project at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. we have bingo. Monday the 31st, I think that is one of those days where it's an odd amount of Mondays for August, so I don't believe there is any clubs going on for Monday, if I'm correct.
Point players.
There is definitely point players. Okay, so next Monday there is point players. All right, thank you so much for letting me know, Anne. Then I did have it right in the calendar. Yay! Oh, goody. I looked at it, I thought, no, that can't be right, but it is. Okay, awesome. There we go. That is what I have for the week. Is there any questions? Okay, thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I would guess that Jillian's going to take off next Thursday, or this Thursday morning to help her daughter pack. If her daughter's anything like she is, she's packed already. Am I right? She's getting there. Okay, in a kingdom, it's the last Tuesday of the month, so I get to do what I want. In a kingdom, far, far away, the fair maiden Rowena wishes to wed. But her father, the evil king, has devised a way to drive off her suitors. He came up with a devious plan, and here it is. It's very simple. There are 3 boxes on the table. One is made of gold, one is made of silver, and one is made of lead. Inside one of these boxes is a picture of the fair Princess Rowena, and it is the job of the knight to figure out which box has her picture in it without opening any of the boxes. Whoever can figure this out gets to marry the princess. Now, as a hint, there are inscriptions on each of the boxes, and here they are. On the gold box, the inscription says, Rowena's picture is in this box. On the silver box, Rowena's picture is not in this box. On the lead box, the inscription says, Rowena's picture is not in the gold box. And then the king gives the suitors a hint. One of the statements, and only one, is true. So the puzzler question is, what is the picture? Where is the picture? Gold box, Rowena's picture is in this box. Silver box, Rowena's picture is not in this box. Lead box, Rowena's picture is not in the gold box.
Lead box.
Silver.
Okay, who's ready to defend why they chose whatever they chose? I'm going to give you a hint here. The first statement on the gold box, the inscription says, Rowena's picture is in this box. On the lead box, it says, Rowena's picture is not in the gold box. So those are contradicting statements, right? So one of them is true. Having said that, on the silver box, Rowena's picture is not in this box. That's false. So it's in the silver. Good. Let's stop.
All right, I'm adding on to our recording from Coffee Chats because it stopped, the timer stopped it. So here we go. I want to make sure and celebrate these birthdays for August. Joanne Lebernick is on the 25th. Beverly Wright, 26th. Karen Cunningham, the 28th. Peter Kroll, the 28th. Jerry Bordner, 29th. Darla Hansen, the 30th. Donna Arndt, 30th. Stanley Coombs is on the 31st. And we do not have any anniversaries for August to celebrate, so have a great day and thank you so much.